Growing up is a fantastic experience for me. Whenever I remember, particularly my mom of late memory, she's been a wonderful woman. My mom doesn't know how to flog children, but they know how to talk. She believed that talking sometimes can easily affect the mentalities and the mind of a person, and that can change you. If you do anything wrong, my mom will call you in the middle of the night and will speak words to your mind. Seriously, that you feel like shedding tears. And those has been one of my heritage in life. So I pass it to my children, because I too, I don't know how to flog children sometimes, but I call them most of the time. If you do anything wrong, I'll call you or punish you a little bit, then speak to your mind. Speak what I want you to know about life, experiences and things like that. And I think these are one of the things that we need to adopt in today's present world. We need to adopt that not every children need flogging, but sometimes we have to understand their mentalities and their emotion. Then we take advantage of that and speak the word of truth to them. And I think that is one of the things that I inherited from my parents.
One thing first, let me probably say from my parents. The thing is that, talking about my dad is the type of person that doesn't really beat us like that. My dad doesn't beat us, so, but nevertheless, we're still scared of him though. But talking about my mom, she do punish us a lot. She did give us a kind of punishment like stealing, and the worst part of it is like her talking. There are some ways that you talk to children that you don't even have to beat them before they start crying. Right. You just be like, for example, just be like, oh, sorry, I'm burning here. And even that one can even hurt a lot than beating. So I always try my possible to avoid that, because through that, at least she really disciplined me through that, and from there I can easily say that when it's time for me to have my own family, I will surely incorporate that to my children too, so that they have this kind of discipline.
I'll just talk about one discipline. If we offend, the parent will just talk to us, and that's the type of true communication. That's the type of what I will inculcate in my children. I'll talk to them once you do bad. Then if you do something that is so worse, then I'll punish you. That's the thing. We get punished, but not beaten. I didn't get beaten by my parents. Yes.
One about my mom, when it comes to cleanliness, yes, and also about school, she doesn't joke with education at all. Even if you're not feeling fine, she will be forced. Okay, you take the drugs to school. So school and church, yes, that one you can't miss it. So I would want to inculcate it, yes, to my children. Okay. Yes.
My name is Stephen Babatunde is my name, and I'm also known as Stephen Kolawole.
So can you tell us your parental experience that you have adopted from your parents, and you want to imbibe it, or you are inculcating, you want to see it in your children? Can you tell us your experience?
The experience of dignity of labor, working hard. So my father and my mother were very strict with us. So they were teaching us the real discipline. They don't want anything negative, anything like lying or laziness. So you'll be heavily punished for any unexpected behavior. So we were complaining that, and we thought they were too strict, but we are enjoying it now. No. And I'm doing that to my children. That's why the fact that my dad was a civil servant, he inculcated the value of cultural heritage of my village into me, part of which is what happened in my family line, the issue of treating people naturally, using herbs to treat people. It was their profession, from children to grandchildren like that. So he conscientiously taught me that, using it to treat family members and visitors, most of the time free of charge. Now, so he taught me, even through strict measures, including punishment. Then he also taught me farm work, as he was taught by his father. That was the training he gave us. I'm still doing it now.
It in your children.
Yeah, up to now. So my children, we were doing herbs. We are still doing herbs. I'm selling them. I'm getting big big money from herbs because it is very effective. So the herb is a major income to me apart from my salary with government. So I'm already teaching my children. They know how to do it. They do it themselves. So in fact, that's what I'm marketing now because I'm an honorary. I'm a science teacher in the secondary school in Ekiti State. So those are the values I got from my parents.
My experience while I was growing up, though there are some things that my parents did to me then that at that time I didn't like, but later on it turned out to be those things are. For example, when I was young, my dad then he used to every morning he would take us he would take me to the farm. He want to make sure that you must do something. You can't just sit down at home. You must do something. So it will just measure like 2 posts for you. It will tell you to start cutting the grass. You know, if you finish that one, he will come and inspect it. You understand? So what I got from that is that I don't find any job too hard to do. You understand? No matter the kind of work. Once I start it, I will make sure I finish it.
Are you inculcating it?
Yes. So with that, I'm not a lazy person. I think I got that from my dad. He will always make sure that you do something. You can't just sit idling. If you are not reading, that's the only thing that you can be sitting down doing that we like. It's either you are reading or you are doing something. So if you are not reading, it's better you go and get something doing.
Why? I thank God for my parents, especially my mother. So during my childhood, my mother especially trained me, number one, that to succeed in life, you have to struggle. And another aspect is the domestic work at home. That no matter how your gender, just have to learn in case of urgency. For example, I learned to cook, I learned to sweep, I learned many things from my mother, and up till now, I thank God for my life that my children, in fact my married children, they are doing the same thing. So just to let them know that in this life, you have to channel your intellectual to many ways. That you have to learn many things in life.